The stage is set, the clock is ticking, and a brand new vehicle is the backdrop for this tense courtroom drama. What seems like a simple collision case is about to spiral into a complex legal battle over restitution, responsibility, and the consequences of fleeing the scene. We're diving into a case involving a 2020 Buick Enclave, an alleged hit and run, and a young defendant who is in way over his head. But here's the twist. The person responsible for the accident didn't even own the vehicle, and now, this mess is all on the shoulders of someone who may or may not be able to afford the damages. Can they pay? Will they get a job? Is this the last chance for redemption, or the beginning of a downward spiral? Stick around as we break down this case. And trust me, you won't believe how this one ends. You'll want to stay with us right until the dramatic finish.
Court is calling 2024 CR 1043, State of Texas versus J. Angel Juarez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Eric Sadelman.
Defense?
Carl Basley, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Juarez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're here on a restitution hearing. Is that correct? State and defense?
Yes,
Yes,
Your
Your
Honor.
Honor.
All right. And the state's witness is appearing by Zoom. The court will note for the record she was here at 9 a.m. Defense was in juvenile. Any objections to Ms. Warner appearing by Zoom? Defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And do you have any objection to her appearing by Zoom? All right. State, you may proceed.
Ms. Warner, were you involved?
Oh, just 1 second. You're going to call Ms. Warner as a witness?
State calls Kiana Warner.
All right. Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Kiana Warner,
All right. State.
Ms. Warner, were
San
you-
Antonio, Texas.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Ms. Warner, were you involved in a collision that occurred on or about May 14th of 2023?
Yes, sir.
And could you briefly describe the circumstances of that collision?
Yes, sir. I believe it was around that time. I was at Babcock 7-Eleven. I was parked in a designated parking spot in front of the corner store. The other person that actually hit my vehicle was parked in a parking space that was not a designated parking spot. And a police officer happened to just be passing through the convenience store. And as he was passing through, the person in the truck was backing out, and so the cop honked his horn to let him know someone's behind you, and he ended up hitting the cop car. And in the process of him hitting the cop car, the cop got out of the vehicle, and as the officer got out of the vehicle, the person driving the vehicle rammed my car out of the way to flee the scene.
Okay, here's where things take a sharp turn. Tiana Warner, the witness, explains the wreck. But what's most intriguing isn't just the collision, it's the fact that the car that hit her wasn't even in a designated parking spot. Think about that for a second. If you've ever had the misfortune of being the one who got hit in a parking lot, you know that feeling of helplessness, especially when it's caused by someone else's negligence. And to make matters worse, the car that caused this damage was being driven by someone who was fleeing the scene of an accident. It's a recipe for disaster.
And what damage did your vehicle sustain?
I have pictures I can submit via email if y'all need them, but all the back of my bumper, the back of my bumper was ripped off. I had a light that was damaged. It's pretty in depth. I also, I sent in the estimate to get the collision fixed. So y'all have that, and it goes a breakdown by exactly what was damaged.
Who did you go to have the damage to your vehicle assessed?
I don't remember the exact collision place, but if I can have a few seconds, I can pull up the estimate and I can tell you.
Is it collision experts?
Most likely, yes, ma'am. It's going to be the same collision place that I sent in to the prosecutor that I've been working with.
Counsel, have you seen this?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
And Ms. Warner, what did collision estimates tell you would be the amount of money required to repair your vehicle?
It's going to be listed on the document. I don't have the exact dollar amount in front of me, but
Does $6,399 sound about right to you, more or less?
correct.
And what vehicle did you have at the time?
A 2020 Buick Enclave.
And have you been compensated for the amount of the loss to your vehicle by any other source?
No, I have not.
Pass the witness.
Defense.
At the time of the incident, was this Buick Enclave, was it covered by insurance?
It was.
Relevance.
I'll let her answer. She said yes.
And did you make any type of claim with that insurance for payment?
Not with mine because the person that hit my car should be responsible for it. So I tried to go through their insurance.
And I think you previously said that you have not been compensated by anybody else for any repairs on the car. Is that correct?
Correct, because he didn't own the vehicle. So I was going back and forth with the person that actually owned the vehicle. The vehicle he totaled out, it belonged to someone else, and her insurance, it almost seemed like it wasn't real insurance. I was going back and forth with them, and I never ended up hearing back from them.
Okay, so this Buick Enclave that you were driving that day, did you own that?
Correct, I'm financing it. I had just actually purchased it April the 19th.
Now, let's break this down a little. The defendant claims they haven't been compensated for the damage to the car and has been dealing with an insurance nightmare. But here's the kicker. The person who caused the accident didn't even own the car. The whole thing just feels off. This whole back and forth with insurance companies sounds like it's one giant mess that could have been avoided with a little accountability. Who's responsible here? Is the defendant on the hook for the full cost of repairs, or is there more to this story than meets the eye? Let me know in the comments if you think someone else should foot the bill.
I want to make sure, because that sounded like maybe you said someone else owned it. So, but you owned it.
No, the vehicle that the person you're representing, the vehicle he totaled out wasn't his vehicle.
I'm talking about your vehicle. That's all I'm caring about.
Okay, and that's what I was stating.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify. All right. So on the Buick Enclave, the 2020, you said that you didn't make a claim insurance and nobody else helped you pay. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. No further questions, Jamie.
Any other questions of this witness?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So, what the court has heard from this witness, and everyone correct me if I'm wrong, that she went to collision experts, the amount which both parties off the record have previously tendered to the court, the amount, and that amount is $6,399.22. That's what the court has. I know, State, you asked her a question, and she said $6,399. But according to the documents that both parties submitted to the court, it's $6,399.22. So do both parties agree that that's the amount from collision experts? And then we'll get to the restitution amount.
I think we agree that that is the amount quoted by collision experts.
All right.
That's correct. And I was provided a copy of that previous to the hearing. So that would be correct.
All right. So it appears to the court that that's the restitution amount. The court will hear whatever argument the defense has as to maybe why that should not be the amount.
Hold on, here's where things get even more complicated. The restitution amount is agreed upon by both parties, but that number is now officially on the record, $6,399.22. And the defendant's reaction, a mix of confusion and uncertainty. You have to wonder, does he truly understand the gravity of the situation? Is he just avoiding responsibility? Or is this a case of someone too overwhelmed to cope? And don't even get me started on the way the defense is brushing aside any possible insurance claims. This feels like an important clue in unraveling who's truly at fault here.
Your Honor, the last court hearing is when we had the hearing on my legal arguments for it. I won't re-urge those, and the court overruled those.
All right. And so the argument you want to re-urge, that's
No, I won't re-urge those. They're on the record. They're already overruled.
all right.
Since the research that I've done, Your Honor, I could not find anything that says that she's required to file under insurance. I just wanted to make sure she hadn't done it. So I don't really have anything presented to the court other than a prior argument that she voted for.
All right. So then the amount of restitution that's going to be owed is $6,399.12. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Was it 12 or 20?
I'm sorry, 22 cents. Thank you. So the record can be clear. $6,399.22. That's the amount you have to pay. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
We can go off the record. How are you planning on paying that?
Getting a job.
Do you not currently have employment?
So, man, my days, but I had quit. They were trying to withhold one of my checks.
They're trying to do what?
They were trying to withhold one of my checks.
Why?
I have no idea.
All right, so here's the thing. You're getting employment. Do you understand? How old are you?
18.
All right, how are you supporting yourself?
I was when I had my job, but I recently just,
How long has that been?
not like 2 or 3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks? So have you not eaten in 2 to 3 weeks? How are you eating if you don't have money?
My mom cooked dinner.
All right, so here's the thing. Parents are letting young people stay at home now, not in school, don't have a job. But in this court, you're getting employment. And you're going to pay her back the $6,399.22. Do you understand? So what are your plans? How are you getting employment?
My brother-in-law, he does construction. So he just gonna try to talk to one of his bosses.
So why haven't you talked to him before then?
Because I need my ID. I'm working on getting my ID.
Why don't you have an ID?
Now the judge brings the hammer down. Get a job or face a motion to revoke. You can feel the tension building as the judge tries to make it clear. The defendant has 30 days to get employed and start paying restitution. The question here is, can he do it? It's one thing to say you'll get a job, but it's another thing to actually pull it off when you've been sitting on your hands. The defendant mentions needing an ID to get work, but isn't that just an excuse? Maybe he's avoiding the work altogether. How many people, in his shoes, would really start moving on a job search with the clock ticking down? What do you think? Should this 18-year-old be given more time, or is it time to make him face the consequences?
I have a scheduled appointment.
No. Since when have you not had an ID? How long has this been?
I haven't had one.
Well, how did you get employment at this other place if you don't have an ID?
So I'm okay getting the owner of the moving company.
Yep, your mother's baby daddy. So your stepfather, your father?
I don't consider him as my stepfather, but yeah. The father of my little sibling is
the same, the sister.
All right.
Father.
So stepfather. All right. It's always, you've done CPS cases. When people say certain things, it's hard to see the family tree.
It would be his sister's father, all right?
All right. So here's the thing. I'm requiring you to get a job. If you don't have a job, a motion to revoke is going to be filed. And you're getting a job within 30 days. There are plenty of places for you to have employment. I see all down the street, employment available at Burger King, wherever. You knock your pride aside because you're trying to get employment so you can pay back what you owe. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And if this vehicle that you were in was stolen, all you had to do was stop. And you know what would end up happening? You would have had an unauthorized use of a vehicle. But now you not only have that maybe, but you have this evading, and you just wrecked her brand new car for her that she just bought. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Ms. Abrams, he's to have employment within 30 days.
And now, the heart of the matter, the defendant's lack of an ID. This is where everything starts to unravel. He claims he has an appointment to get his ID, but it's scheduled for January. January, that's months away. The judge isn't buying it. And here's the real question. If you don't have your ID, how did you manage to land a job in the first place? The pieces of this puzzle aren't fitting together. It's almost like the defendant is trying to hide something. Can he really get his life together in 30 days and start paying off this restitution? Or is this just another excuse in a long line of them?
And if he doesn't have employment within 30 days, a motion to revoke is going to be filed. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't know if you've just been laying around, not getting your identification, but that's going to stop.
That's not happening.
Well, I mean, you don't have your identification. And you're saying your mother's baby's daddy gave you a job. I mean, that's what am I saying something that he did not say? Did he not say he didn't need his identification because his mother's baby daddy got him a job, that he quit because his mother's baby's daddy's friend or employer would not pay him, was holding back his check? That's what you told me.
Yeah, but I didn't say I didn't need my ID, because I do need my ID. I have an appointment scheduled in January.
No. Well, January is not going to help you. You better go back to that job with your mother's baby's daddy.
This is it, the final warning from the judge. If the defendant doesn't secure employment in 30 days, the legal consequences will follow. And to make matters worse, the judge is making it clear, he needs to start paying $639.22 to the victim, or else things will escalate. But here's the twist after hearing all the drama. It's clear this isn't just about money. It's about personal responsibility. Can this young person turn things around, or will they find themselves deeper in trouble? The judge's words are final. Time's up. You need to step up or face real consequences.
So that you can work to pay her what you owe.
Is there any way I could go, cause I know there's one in, Universal City. Is there any way I could go out of Bear County to go get my ID from over there? Or,
That's not my issue. That's on you. And if you're going to have a dollar sign on your finger, you need to have money to match that dollar sign. You understand? She wants her $6,399.22. You've ruined her day that day. Can you imagine if you had a brand new car and somebody plows into it and wrecks it? Yeah. So you're getting a job within 30 days. However you get your identification, that's a problem you're going to have to solve. You understand?
yes, ma'am. So I'm allowed to leave Bear County to go get
You're
my,
allowed to work within 30 days.
all right.
That's yes or no. Do you understand?
I think what you have, since normally you can't leave Bear County without permission, whether you would have permission to go there to get.
I'll just talk to my probation officer.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking.
Yes. So within 30 days, he needs to have employment, the end. And then once he gets employment, Ms. Abrams, if he doesn't have employment within 30 days, file a motion to revoke. If he has employment within 30 days, then we need to bring him back here to find out how much he's going to be paying per month to her to pay down this restitution.
So, there you have it. The case is a whirlwind of legal complexities, misunderstandings, and missed opportunities. The defendant has 30 days to get a job and start paying restitution. If not, a motion to revoke will follow. What are your thoughts on the case? Was the defendant given a fair chance to make things right? Could he have done more? Or is the system setting him up to fail? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.
Judge, okay. Typically, the cashiers will put it in the system and give them a dollar amount, and once that's secured, then I can give a supplemental report to send to you.
All right, well, let them know I'm not going to be satisfied with $50 a month. All right. Okay, is there anything else?
Okay.
All right, thank you.